In this video, I'll show you how to remove a language from your keyboard. To see the keyboard, you have to open an app that has a keyboard input, like the Google Keep Notes app. And I have the keyboard open here, and this is the Samsung keyboard. This is the Samsung keyboard, and this applies to the Samsung phones. I'm not sure if you can have the Samsung keyboard on other phones, but actually it's pretty good. The voice typing on the Samsung keyboard is really good. I believe it's better than the Gboard. It will actually do proper sentences when you're voice typing. The Gboard will just put text there. Going back to the subject, you can see the languages you have installed by pressing the language key. This is the language key here, and I have a few languages options. And I want to remove here Romanian because I only added it here as a test for you. You can see that it's giving me suggestions in not in English but in Romanian, which is pretty good. So this is what I want for this keyboard. If you have a language that you want to remove, maybe you have too many languages here and you really want to reduce the number of languages so it's easy to switch between them, because the more languages you have, the harder it is to switch between the languages. But long press on the language key, actually it makes it easier to switch. But still, you might want to remove a language from there. And the gear icon on the Samsung keyboard, after the gear icon, I really tried to make these videos really as short as possible, but sometimes I keep going, talking. Okay, so languages and types. Here I have the languages, and I can change the way you change between languages, the swipe on the spacebar or the language key, and manage input languages. These are the languages that are installed and enabled, and I just toggle this one off, go back. Now I can go back to the app and see I have English UK, and if I switch, it switches to Russian. If I long press, now it's only two languages here. So I can use the English, but not Romanian. So now the Romanian language is removed, and I can easily add it later if I wanted to, but this is how you reduce the number of languages you have for typing. Maybe you don't use one language later. This is just an example of which languages to use. It's all up to you, which languages you prefer and which languages you need to use. You might be able to type in a language with the English keyboard, but it's always good to have the right prediction here. It's much easier to type when you have the correct language here, because the predictive text or autocorrect options, they will give you the proper suggestions, not something that looks like the word but in another language. And also like that, you have not so many languages. You can add more later. You can easily add more later, but if you already added too many, this is how you remove the languages to keep it simple. The main reason to remove languages from your keyboard is to have an easier way to swap between two languages. Ideally, you want to have two languages here so you can easily switch between them. And mostly I use the English anyway. Thanks for watching.